Hello everybody, I'm Technovoid, your host and Fox in a Box, and with me is Hamsterwings, your favorite Pokemon analyst. We're here.
Wait, I swear you've said that before.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
In one of these.
In one of these? Let's see, I've been a Peppermint Prince, a Chalupa Salesman, and a Friendly Gargoyle. I think Fox in a Box is new.
Maybe.
Alright, well...
I don't know, that sounded familiar to me.
Weird. Maybe I've said it at another point in my life. I don't know. Regardless, we're here with Week 4 of Triple Double Drafts Season 4. What a place to be. Let's talk about this match.
Okay.
You haven't seen it, so just give me the laydown on how you see these teams. What I see is two teams that are out of order, and that makes me sad.
Yeah, they're both out of order, aren't they?
It's fine. So what's
Actually,
up with you?
no, Whiskey's isn't, is it?
No,
Oh, yeah, Galvantula came after.
Yeah. But it's okay. So what's up with these teams?
I feel like Swampert, can put in work, potentially.
Uh-huh.
But, I feel like I know these players enough to say that it won't.
I don't know if I know Whiskey enough to make that judgment call.
No, I don't know Whiskey well enough because I've seen, 3 of his matches so far. That's very few.
Uh-huh.
But, Mega Venusaur does kind of, shut down Swampert in every regard.
Oh, for sure.
So there's that.
Yeah, no.
So does Dracovish even defensively.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think Swampert is a big win con here, but it needs to specifically not be out when Venusaur is out.
I think Swampert is, a great check to Crobat and a great check to Blaziken. And I think if it takes out both of those, a Whiskey doesn't need it anymore.
Okay. How do you feel about OJ's team?
Lele is annoying to deal with, very annoying to deal with. He doesn't have any psychic resists.
Mm-hmm.
So, if Lele was Scarfed, it kind of just goes off.
True.
If Lele was Specs, it just kind of goes off. Any choice Lele here would be very, very good.
Okay, alright.
Or even a Calm Mind Lele would be great with Crobat support. Lele's very good.
Yeah, alright, well let's see how it plays out. I think I have maybe a note or two on this match. I don't know, I think I watched all the matches live this week potentially. I think maybe except for one? So I feel like during the match I was like, ooh, here's what I would do, but then I don't do that. So there's a Thunder and a Paralysis, and it turns into a full Para, which is pretty good.
Too. Also, Life Orb Lele also works.
And the Tailwind is now up.
Mm-hmm. Suicune was actually exerting its pressure this time.
Yeah, and Suicune was going for a Tailwind there as well, from what I understand.
Ah. Now good old Venusaur comes out to wall the Thunder.
And getting a U-turn out so that you have rain later. I think that's good. I think Drifloom is definitely a good call there.
I very heavily dislike Energy Ball there. It doesn't matter if Swampert came in. Psychic was just better.
Interesting. But now we have an Unburdened Drifloom. And it has Oh, it hasn't shown Acrobatics yet. So very...
Oh my gosh, that was loud.
I'm on the 15th floor.
I know.
So there comes the Acrobatics. This Drifloom does have a little bit of attack investment, but it's very, very minor. But it is really good for taking out this Venusaur. It is a 2-hit kill on this Venusaur. So that's probably what I would be focusing down.
And then this Dracovish is kind of a monster, considering Rain is up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but it appears to be slow.
Yeah.
And he goes for Psychic Fangs, which is bad. Bad choice of move. Bad. Use Vicious Rend. It was raining, and it's stab. Use Vicious Rend there. This Galvantula has kind of just been allowed to, free real estate click Thunder the whole game.
Yeah. And here comes Urshifu, and this is an unfortunate bring in here because I think that Acrobatics made a lot of sense, but that Giga Drain just says, "Hey, I'm back to full. See you later, gamer."
Plus, Blaziken is still slower than Drifloom after the speed boost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fucking
Or
Drifloom's
should be,
fast as
unless
fuck.
there's weird EVs going on. Protect from Pelipper. Okay. Acrobatic's going to take out Blaziken. Yep, as expected.
Yeah, he goes for the Giga Drain on the Pelipper, so it works out for him. Really though, this Venusaur is starting to become a problem. So
I mean, it'll take a lot of damage from
an acrobatics, right? But he does have to use acrobatics at some point on it. Is the thing.
Yeah.
For that to work. I think something that's very dangerous that is happening here is Amoonguss is sitting in the back of the team and not seeing any use, while Swampert comes in here, which I think is very dangerous. Because sure, he'll get a kill there, but now Swampert's just going to heal back up to full.
Yeah. Venusaur just gonna kind of eat that Swampert.
Yeah. I get that he was expecting a read from OJ, but like, I mean, that's a dangerous thing to expect to read. And at this point, Amoonguss, I feel like, is just in a really bad spot because it cannot deal with Lele. It deals very poorly with Crobat, and it has basically nothing to deal with Venusaur.
Yeah.
So it came in far too late into this match to be at all useful.
Yeah. Amoonguss is a support Pokemon. You got to get out there early.
Yeah, it does not end games, and also,
Yeah,
Rage
Venusaur does ignore that.
Yeah. So
Oh my gosh, he died.
he had the Wakan Berry, but it didn't matter because it was a critical hit.
Yep, and Venusaur does ignore the Rage Powder.
Yes.
Being a grass type. And Lele comes in here, and there's no answer to Lele
Yeah,
anymore.
this is the match. That's a goodbye. And then there was some question about how Rage Powder worked in chat, but I let him know that it's cause grass types ignore powder moves.
Yep.
So yeah, I definitely think Whiskey had, I mean, his Galvantula really had a lot of, as you mentioned, free real estate there to go wild. I think if Drifblim potentially dealt with Venusaur a bit, it might have helped, and I definitely just think that Amoonguss had to come out earlier and like not let Urshifu and Swampert just immediately die.
Yeah, I think some of the targeting choices weren't great, and I think OJ clicked the wrong move a lot.
Did he?
Yeah, like, I mean, Fish's Rend, even if it went slower than even if it wasn't getting the double damage boost, it's stab, it's in the rain, it's more than Psychic Fangs, because Psychic Terrain boosts 1.3, Rain boosts 1.5, and it's stab.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like, had he clicked not Psychic Fangs and Fish's Rend there, it would have killed.
Well, okay, alright, well, let's get into the next one, Post versus Numb and Number.
I remember this match.
Give me your thoughts.
The team preview does not tell you the roller coaster we're about to go on.
No, it doesn't. I honestly, I sort of expected to see Alchemy here.
I think Alchemy would have made sense.
Yeah, I can see Alchemy being a good bring here. Otherwise, I mean, Charizard obviously makes a lot of sense. How do you feel about Garchomp? I think Garchomp's alright.
I mean, I think Garchomp's fine here.
Yeah.
Because I think it has limited I mean, it gets destroyed by Rotom.
Mm-hmm.
As it always has.
Yeah.
It's a good check to Mime because it's like, it's a physical move user. It's not hitting Mime super effectively, which is actually a good thing because of filter.
Mm-hmm.
It hard checks Tentacruel. It theoretically beats Chandelure, and Chandelure's kind of a threat.
Mm-hmm.
It's not great into Shaman because anything that it wants to click into Shaman is going to miss, and Shaman is faster.
True.
Yeah, because it's got what, Stone Edge.
Stone Edge, yeah. Yeah.
Rock Slide.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the speeds on this team, I mean, Chandelure potentially, and Shaman are very, very fast, but then you also have Zeraora that just can fake out and then outspeed anything it wants.
Yeah, there's like the speed tiers of this game, and it's like 4 of Post's Pokemon are on the bottom, and then like Shaman, and then above Shaman is Venusaur, Zeraora.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like the important speed tiers of the match.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of Stormy's Pokemon are also quite slow here with Conkeldurr, Mime. Well, actually, I guess Mime's not that slow. And, Tentacruel. Yeah, alrighty.
Tentacruel actually just has good stats.
Yeah, it's surprisingly just well-rounded.
Yeah, like for a Gen 1 Pokemon, its stats are actually really good. Because Gen 1 Pokemon tend to have bad stats.
Mm-hmm. And there's a fast Venusaur.
Yeah.
There it
So
goes.
there's the Earth Power. As you can see, it does like nothing, which is crazy. Conkeldurr getting the amazing live there because of its Assault Vest.
Oh, for sure.
And the most unfortunate miss of all time.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have absolutely killed, and that would have been real bad for Post.
Yeah, that would have put Post in a really horrible position.
Mm-hmm. Good read there, though, on the Sludge Bomb.
The overheat into Tentacruel, I don't know if he was predicting a switch, but I mean, it does a lot regardless, just because Charizard in the sun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah. Now, so Venusaur manages to live that on its last legs, and the Fake Out's gonna take it out. Big cry.
Yeah, I mean, good Fake Out there.
Yep, makes sense. Now, this isn't the point I'm thinking of. No, this is where Garchomp comes in, and Garchomp's really good against these Pokemon.
Yeah, the problem with Garchomp is that if you want a single target move, it has Stomping Tantrum, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, I killed there.
Yeah.
I think that was definitely a good bring spot for Garchomp. And Conk here. Conk, does have access to Ice Punch. Follow Me is going to be a pain. But he does predict the Follow Me, goes for the Poison Jab, which is going to let Gastrodon attack that thing, but it's not quite fast enough, so down goes Garchomp.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, that's probably a fair trade.
Debatable, but I think it was alright.
Yeah.
I don't think Taunt is any good into Gastrodon. All it does is stop it from recovering
and yawning, yeah.
Since you're faster, you can just taunt it later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rotom's in kind of a scary spot here. It can't do anything. And then it gets
Solar Beamed. But then it Z-Electrics and
Charizard
murders that Charizard.
Yeah, which is I'm kind of surprised it even killed.
Yeah. Now I want to talk about this turn here. At this point, I see a Storm Drainer on the field and something that is immune to Electric. So if you bring in Zeraora here, Rotom is completely trapped. It cannot Hydro Pump. It cannot Volt Switch.
Correct.
It has nothing that it can do other than switch out and potentially like throw up a screen or like a Will-O-Wisp or something, which is not important. So
yeah, Zeraora is a very good switch in here.
Zeraora is a really good switch in here. However, Post does bring in Lapras, which I think is something that put him in a really bad position. Luckily, the Sash here is going to protect from an insta-kill, and the Volt Switch is going to go in there and bring in Chandelure.
Yeah.
But that lets Gastrodon attack back. So the Freeze Dry there, I think, is fine. It pops the Balloon. Balloon would have been really nice earlier in the match, but it doesn't matter so much now. But we got another Sash.
Pause.
Okay. Yep.
At this point, the match is over.
Yep. Stormy
Post has no way to come back. Post cannot win the match at this point. Because
Rather, what you mean to say is it's Stormy's match to lose.
No, I mean Stormy literally cannot lose the match. She does, but she can't. Because if
she can with poor decision making.
Because both Lapras and Gastrodon are slower.
Yeah.
And then the other side of the field. So Shaman kills off Lapras, and Chandelure kills off Gastrodon.
Yep.
If one of them protects, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because then you just get to do it again next turn. She doesn't take any damage.
Yeah. And then once Zeraora is out...
And then Zeraora has to 1v3.
Yeah.
And it just can't.
Yeah. So yeah.
Not against Chandelure in the sun that it can't OHKO.
Yeah, but she protects Shaman there.
She protects, which is the worst play you ever could have made. Decides not to kill the Lapras. Decides not to kill the Gastrodon.
And now, without the air balloon...
And now the game has been thrown away. For no reason.
It's an unfortunate, really unfortunate misplay there. That is what it is.
Yeah.
So at this point, it is now a 2v1, but at this point, Zeraora is the one that's going to win this, because it has Fake Out, it is faster than both of these Mons, and it is not dying to a Hydro Pump.
Yeah. At this point, Post could have just used his Z-move.
Yeah. Yeah, had to use his Z-move and
I
broke
think
it.
he should have Z-moved Shaman, because the most it can do is protect.
Mm-hmm.
Rotom gets a double there. Doesn't really matter, he goes for Shaman.
Yeah, Stormy could have, had she correctly predicted it, she could have potentially still won that, but had Post used the Z move on the Protect, he would have won regardless.
Yeah, just the match should have never gotten to that point.
Yeah. I mean, true, but it is, people make mistakes, I get it.
No, I know, but I think the important thing to take away here is just don't protect when you're in that strong of an advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Stormy's...
when you have the momentum, don't protect.
Yeah, I think both of these teams were coming from a spot of, both with the Zera aura not coming in when it did and the Protect on the Shaman, is both these players are cognizant of what their win con is, and they both know that their win cons are pretty fragile, so they protect them more than they need to and don't let them do the damage that they do.
Right. I mean, the win con's a win con because it kills.
Yeah, exactly. Right, yeah.
Not because it stays alive in front of things that would kill it.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're fast and they're strong.
That's the takeaway message from this. When you have momentum, there's no need to protect. Protect actually loses you the momentum that you had.
Yep. Okay, and moving into the last match, which actually just happened. Feanor versus Eggplaying. Have you seen this one?
I think so.
Okay.
I think I seem to recall Mammothswine getting killed for no reason.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So just looking at the teams, Keldio's here. Yay!
Woo!
I think I like Scrafty here.
Me too. I love Scrafty in basically every match.
Yeah, well, that's true. I think Scrafty's really nice here. Other than that, I don't know. How do you feel about Alolan eggs?
I think it's fine.
Okay.
I don't think it's like great, but I think it's fine.
I think Cradily might have been not a bad choice here.
Yeah, I could see that. Cradily kind of would have been work.
I think Cradily would have been nice. The typing is good here. It blocks out some of what Keldeo can do on a switch in. Of course, it doesn't.
I mean, it's just the problem. The problem with Cradily is that like Celesteela comes in and then it's upset.
Sure, fair enough.
And he had no way of knowing that Celesteela wouldn't.
That is a fair point. Yeah, Egg's team has kind of gone for a mix-up here, not bringing either Zarude or Celesteela. I also, obviously, Mammothswine's very scary. I think Feanor here definitely has his best shot of winning as long as Kartana is in the back and is just cleanup crew.
Yeah, Kartana just kind of runs through everything here.
Yeah. Pretty
the
much.
only thing it doesn't, like, quote-unquote run through is Whimsicott, because Whimsicott can do something.
Before, yeah.
Yeah, and Kartana's SPDF is like 15. Or something terrible. It's like 30, I don't know.
Alright, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Scrafty.
The good old reliable Scrafty lead.
Although Scrafty, the thing about Scrafty, though, is it can't just sit here and let all its friends die, is part of the thing that it needs to do. So we see the Rock EMZ and the Expert Belt. The fake out there, yeah. I think that's good.
I mean, if you pay attention to Frisk, I don't. I know I don't.
Icy Wind here, it is not going to kill, obviously, because this is a 55 base power move that is spread.
Yep.
So not going to kill. Trick Room's up, but he does eat the White Herb, which means that now his Leaf Storms are, he's only basically going to get off one. And the Mammothswine comes in and just gets smacked. He's done. Leaf Storm missed the big cry.
Probably would have killed, I'm assuming, since it's a Trick Room set.
Probably. I mean, it would have done a hell of a lot, yeah. That would have been a big help. So in comes Diancie, which, you know, it has access to Play Rough, very nice. Protect comes out there. Another close combat.
This turn is wild to me.
Why is that?
Because Egg Stealth Rocks in front of a potential Mega Diancie.
Oh yeah. I think he forgot that Mega Diancie gets Magic Bounce.
Probably, but it worked out for him because Feanor wanted to abuse the lack of speed.
Now I'm surprised to see Diancie leave there, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like he just attacks Keldeo again.
Yeah, I thought it would have been fine. Unfortunately, Escavalier getting burned by Scald again.
Yeah, it seems to do that a lot.
This poor guy just can't get a break, man. Tailwind here. Ironhead gonna take it down.
Tailwind very good here on the last turn of Trick Room.
Yeah, yeah. And the Volt Switch gonna prevent that from leaving. Not that I necessarily think it wanted to leave there.
Yeah, maybe not.
And the Helping Hand.
Helping Hand might have been necessary to take out Rotom.
Unclear. I think he was expecting a switch, but it didn't happen, so it just killed. Yeah, the Ironhead's not super effective.
Iron Head is not very effective, in fact.
And there's the switch, which makes a lot of sense. The fake out here, I think that was a good fake out, expecting the switch there on the Whimsicott, because at this point Whimsicott can just come in later and get up another Tailwind.
Yeah.
But
I don't really understand the repeated Iron Heads on Keldeo.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the rest of this thing's moveset is, but that's not doing very much damage.
Infernape going for the non-Z rock move.
And gets another fucking skull
burn. Oh my gosh, Keldeo's on a roll.
And trying to knock off a Z Crystal.
Like I said, we ignore Frisk around here.
Yeah, but, you know, now double targeting that, which is just leaving... I mean, I feel like you mentioned this, I think, last week, where with Shaman, it doesn't matter how much health Shaman has as long as it's above 0.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of applicable to Keldeo in this situation.
Pretty much, yeah.
Where it's like, you've brought it down...
Kartana comes out to make it 0.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, going for the protect there. Yeah. I guess he just didn't want to get hit by the fire move, but...
Kartana takes 44 from a neutral non-stab Icy Wind. Thanks, Kartana. Gets the justified boost, does not matter in the slightest. Keldeo is a special attacker.
And the Rock Slide's gonna miss Kartana there. I don't think it would have mattered too much.
Unless it flinched, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it did bring it down a hell of a lot, so maybe if that did at least 9%, I don't know. But this Tailwind, that's a really important move there. Had that Rock Slide not missed, potentially would have been the end of the match right there, but getting that Tailwind up now means that he has a very fast Yancey, and the 0.5 speed is basically negated, which means that most of Feanor's Pokemon are now faster, which allows him to get the double right here, which is super important. What Egg needs to do here in this situation, I think, is bring out Whimsicott again and just get that Prankster Tailwind up.
Yeah.
So that he can basically outspeed Kartana with Ampharos. But he doesn't. He doesn't bring Whimsicott in here. Chooses instead to go for the double protect to try and sit out the Tailwind.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea how much these things would have done. Another case of a Pokemon not getting... a lot of Megas this week didn't get Mega'd.
Yeah, it seems to happen sometimes.
Yeah. Well, there goes that guy.
I think people are afraid of Dynamaxing.
And yeah, there goes the Kartana. Kartana could have died earlier. I think Egg could have potentially preserved a KD there, but either way, Tailwind is now gone. Whimsicott's now the fastest thing on the field. It has Energy Ball. That's a dead Diancie. That was a very close match. I definitely think Feanor definitely brought it back, but I don't think even at that point he brought it back hard enough that he could have won.
Yeah.
Because I think like what Egg did here obviously would have worked, and also had Egg just brought in Whimsicott and gotten up a Prankster Tailwind due to the changing of speed mid-turn application.
I'm assuming Escavalier must have been like banded, right?
Yeah, I guess it had to be, right? Yeah.
So I think at that point you had to use Scrafty as a pivot to just get it off Iron Head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Scrafty sort of... It came in like twice, I think, and it just kind of knocked off a lot of things that didn't care.
Yeah.
Which wasn't great. And yeah, as you mentioned, the Stealth Rocks into a potential Mega Diancie was kind of a hilarious thing that worked out for Egg.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Moving into the next one, we've got Peanut versus a Diggory.
Diggory elected to bring 5 Pokemon this week.
Well... Peanut has Goodra. Sap Sipper, baby.
Yeah, none of his Pokemon are in order either.
Yeah, well, that's neither are Diggory's, it's fine.
Are they not?
It was Seaking.
Yeah, I guess not.
Seaking's right there.
Seaking.
He's seeking redemption.
It's hard to remember sometimes.
Huh?
It's hard to remember sometimes.
It's fine. It's not the hugest deal. It helps me out a little bit, but it doesn't help me out enough that I care if people don't too much. I just get a little bit pissy. She's like, hey, fuck you. All right, I want to go do the thing now. Anyways, so these teams.
I mean, Rillaboom goes in. What else is new?
Fun fact.
It doesn't go in against Goodra, though.
No, it don't.
That's why Goodra's here. Goodra's real good at being a Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah, Steel Roller pretty much murders anything Diggory has.
Yeah. I mean, I love Metagross in this match.
Yeah, it's real nice.
But of course, as you know, Moltres Galar kind of gives Peanut a lot of problems.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he kind of has a lot of dark weaknesses and no dark resist.
It's true. That is a very good point. Yeah. What is it? What does it have? It's like Fiery Wrath, Burning Jealousy, something like that.
Yeah, it's Fiery Wrath.
Fiery Wrath. Yeah, that's the big problem. And what does he really have to take care of it? I mean, he has
Steel Roller. I mean, it's physically frail.
Yeah, physically frail, and he does have some nice electric moves.
Plus, I mean, Blastoise can always take it out with like a Terrain Pulse.
Yeah, Terrain Pulse or Xurkitree.
And Xurkitree, which I forgot was there because I can't see him.
Because you can't see him because he's so tiny, tiny little baby. All right, let's play it out. Dude is humongous sore.
What are these Ben 10s?
Yes.
Okay.
So getting a fake out there. Good.
Yeah, getting a fake out, whereas Diggery can probably just fake out twice. Yep.
Double fake out. You hate to see it.
I hate double fake out leads.
And here's Goodra.
Good old Goodra comes out. That's a sensible place to switch in Goodra.
Oh, for sure. But he does go for the
But he
U-turn
decides
instead.
to U-turn instead, which also makes sense. And now Comfy comes out to answer the Goodra. Mew doesn't get knocked off, so it probably has like Genesis Supernova or something.
Yeah. I believe it does have a Z move, but I don't think it's Genesis Supernova? I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe it is. It probably is.
Hairy Llama protects. There.
Yeah, Draining Kiss didn't go through because of the Protect, and Blastoise is in, and then Metagross says
Metagross claims a life.
goodbye. I don't think the crit mattered there. I don't know if it did.
It might have. I have no idea. 130 is a very big number.
Yeah. And Diggory's like, hey, you wanted Terrain back up? Here you go, bud.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Terrain. But it gets faked out, which, you know, is nice for... That fake out, I think, actually really lets...
I mean, that fake out probably saved Moltres' life.
That's what I was going to say, is it allowed Moltres to safely switch in there. He goes for a Nasty Plot, which is a big spooky.
Wow. I would have never Nasty Plotted there. Metagross kills that thing.
To be fair, I think, yeah, I think the expectation was that Metagross was going to immediately tunnel vision in on the Rillaboom.
I would have never attacked Rillaboom there.
Yeah, I mean, with Peanut's team being so weak to Dark is definitely a choice.
Yeah, Fire Wrath's gonna take out Metagross now, like with no problem. And now, I mean, Goodra needs to be out here to wall the potential, this thing killing everything, but there's no Goodra here. Where's Goodra?
Where'd he go? Trying to fake it out, but, you know, he's wise to that. Draco is going to take out the Mew.
Okay, now Goodra's in a great spot to come in.
You'd think, right?
And he goes to Xurkitree.
You'd think, right? Here he is, you're seeking.
Never Dazzling Gleam there because that's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be enough to kill.
Yeah, now this Moltres wins the game now.
Going for an Ice Beam on the Latios. Yeah.
Sir, kill the Moltres, assess the threat,
Yeah,
assess
please.
the threat, please.
he used the Protect on the last turn. To be fair, it was a Latios.
Now actually Seeking does something important because Goodra is now as good as dead because it lost its AB.
Yeah.
And this thing's +3. And it still lives because it's Goodra.
It's
Like, who cares? You know,
it dies to a fucking flip turn.
from Seeking. The most insulting death.
Yeah. I mean, I get why he went for the Ice Boom on the Latias. I do get it because it was a Latias. It wasn't a Seeking.
Sure,
but you gotta...
Latias was -4.
Yeah, and yeah.
And this thing was +4.
+4, and had killed your entire team with Dark. So yeah.
So TLDR, the message to take away from this match is assess the threat.
Assess the threat. I like this message to take away bit. This is a fun little like fortune cookie at the end of every match. Oh dude, I have the fortune cookie for the end of this match.
The fortune cookie.
Okay, alright, so looking at these teams, I see Typhlosion putting in some work here.
Yeah, Typhlosion puts in a lot of work.
Yeah, he should. That's the goal. Smeargle's
yeah,
always...
Typhlosion actually kind of ruined the whole game, in a sense.
In a sense. Yeah,
Typhlosion made this game go from fun to sad.
To sad, yeah. Oh, man. Smeargle is kind of a...
Okay, just walk me through what you were doing, and I'll walk you through what I was doing.
Alright, that's fair, yeah, since we're fighting each other. Okay, so at this point, I'm thinking... You've got a decent number of physical threats that I need to be concerned about. I need to deal with the crits. I need to deal with all sorts of stuff. I have sort of ways to deal with your special attackers, so I'm mainly focused on how am I dealing with those physical attackers, and that's where
you have a way to deal with my special attackers.
Well, we'll get to
do?
that. We'll get to that. we'll return to that. I mean, I'm mainly looking a lot at Urshifu here, a lot at Durant, Gourgeist, which are all, physical attackers, Rhyperior. And so I'm saying, okay, Inferno is a move that has 100% burn rate. It's also 50 accuracy. So here's a wide lens, and also I'm going to be setting up Gravity. I also have something else, which I'm not going to spoil, because I will potentially be using it again next week. But what else? I'm running Trick Room here. I'm not running Tailwind. I have fucking Grass Pledge on this Silvally. He didn't get to use it, unfortunately. Honestly, there's not too much here. I kind of put my eggs in the Typhlosion basket for the most part, and I basically just used the rest of my team to cover what Typhlosion couldn't cover with like Magneton and Silvally. Aromatisse is pure support. One thing I did do here that I don't plan on bringing next week, so I can talk about it, is I have Trick Room, but I also, since Typhlosion is so important to me, I also have After You on Aromatisse, and I think also potentially on Beham.
Oh.
So I can just make sure that Typhlosion goes first no matter what. But that, yeah, just because I saw Typhlosion as a really important bring here. How about you?
Typhlosion ruined everything I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
So I guess you were right.
Yeah.
So my plan for this match was to have Gourgeist go off. It did not happen.
No.
I have Moody Entrainment Smeargle.
Ooh, I've been there. That's dangerous when you get those evasion loss.
Yeah, but they patched that out in Gen 8.
Oh, did they? Can it not nerf your accuracy anymore?
Accuracy and evasion no longer get touched by Moody.
That's great.
Yeah. So, my plan was to put Entrainment the Gourgeist, and then, also Z Trick or Treat to have a lot of stats, and then Phantom Force to hide and get more stats.
That's very good. One other thing I can mention here is Golisopod has a King's Rock and has two moves that already have Flint Chance, and then he also has Leech Life and my favorite, which is Pin Missile. So
yes.
20 to 50% chance to flinch per turn if I'm going first in TR.
Also, just cool tech, because I've never seen anyone use this item, and this was the first opportunity I saw to use this item. Rhyperior is base 40 speed. Yeah. Half your team is base 40 speed.
That's true.
So Rhyperior has 4 speed EVs to outspeed all of them outside of Trick Room, and has Room Service to outspeed all of them in Trick Room.
Yeah, I mean it's a great use of Room Service, but I think it also speaks to the fact that Room Service is not that great when the only really use you can think for it is when you're going against an entire team of base 40s.
Yeah, I mean it's not that great, but like that's the purpose of it, is to outspeed things in Trick Room and outspeed those same things in Trick Room.
Absolutely, no, I think it was really smart. Tell me a little bit about Inteleon.
I mean, it's just a Specs Inteleon. It's no big deal.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. Just want to make sure on that.
I mean, it's just a good backup.
It's just just in case you need it.
I don't know what Typhlosion's name is.
Chahar. It's 4 in Persian.
Oh, you're right. It is.
And it sounds like Char.
So we frisk here, but as you know, we ignore frisk.
We ignore frisk, so we don't see my wide lens.
So I got a Latias here to take the eruption, which does happen. And then my plan was, I'm genius. I will use Dragon Energy on Smeargle. so that Latias can mimic it the next turn.
Yeah.
However, I was like, oh, what if this Typhlosion is Scarfed, which it's clearly not. It's Wildlands. So instead, I switch out.
Would it have mimicked the Protect at the end anyways?
No, because it's target-based.
Oh, it's target-based. Okay.
Yeah. So Latias takes damage there, but I mean, it doesn't really matter because Latias tankies all get out and has Roost.
Yeah.
Magneton comes in. It does not want to come in here because Fortnite is going.
Fortnite's going in. Yeah, I needed to not attack that. The thing is, when I use that, I don't know what my plan was.
Yeah, unfortunately, because of gravity, Muddy Water cannot miss.
Yeah. So here's Golisopod.
Yeah. And here's Silvally.
Yeah. I think I misclicked and I wanted to bring out Silvally immediately.
Oh, really?
Because what I wanted to do there is I wanted to set up Trick Room. I think I saw the gravity thing, assumed I already had Trick Room up, and then brought in Golisopod to start getting flinches, and then realized that it was gravity.
I buy that.
So I bring in Silvally here and heal pulse it because I know it's going to take a hell
until I'm doing a disgusting amount of damage.
Yeah. And he's going to die.
That crit, I have no idea if it mattered. It might have been a roll. I didn't check.
Yeah.
If it died the previous turn.
If it didn't, then I would have had TR up, which would have been nice. It wouldn't have been enough, but it would have been nice because then I could try and flinch.
I protect to block the first impression, which didn't happen.
Yeah. You miss.
I miss the Typhlosion as soon as gravity ends.
Teen Missile.
Yeah, and then
no, 3.
Long have we awaited, Torrent activated.
Yeah, I was like, this Muddy Water shouldn't do that much to Golisopod.
Yeah, it does a lot of damage.
Oh. Hey.
And right here comes out.
Yeah. No, that was just a straight up play. I mean, the Focus Blast is my only option here. Luckily, it's 77% accurate.
Get true.
But it's not enough.
No, I've got that solid rock.
It's not enough, baby. So, yeah.
Fortnite ruins gaming,
yeah,
basically.
Basically, the takeaway here is Fortnite sucks.
The MVP for this week is Inteleon.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Okay, and into the last one. Oh man, this match. This happened recently.
This also happened today.
Yes, Lasden has explained some of his choices in this match. Maybe I'm too baby brain, but I didn't understand any of the choices he made. Despite him explaining them, I'm still like, wait, what?
I think I was AFK when he did so.
Oh, okay. So just looking at the teams, though.
I mean, I see the duck, and I see it's hard to take down. This is the greatest nightmare I've ever had with Steven's team, bringing both Blastoise and the duck.
And the duck. Steven's taking notes for next week. Actually, no, this comes out after your fight, doesn't it?
It does.
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah. I'm gonna win, because he contractually has to run Z conversion.
Man, he still has playoffs.
No.
No.
Fine, then I'll just throw, get third, and then have to play him in the finals where he has to bring Z conversion. Easy. Easy clap. I win.
Dude, you're fucking playing 10-dimensional chess, babe. Okay, other than that, I don't know, Naganadell's here. It's cool.
I mean, Naganadel is quite good. Mm-hmm. Like, on paper, it beats almost everything in this game. But in practice, there's a Blastoise. Yeah. And a Porygon.
Yeah. What else?
Yeah, those things just stop momentum. That's what they do. They stop momentum.
Yep. And a lot of Lasden's team here likes momentum.
Yeah, things like Gyarados, like, you know, Landorus.
Yeah, Landorus, the momentum creator itself.
I mean, his SNA is all love momentum.
Yeah.
And just going fast and hitting hard.
For sure. And then Mantine's here. Mantine Blastoise. First time brings long time.
I mean, I do like Mantine in this match.
I do too.
But
yeah.
I mean, Porygon.
Yeah, as Lazadin did say, he has a whole team weak to Bolt Beam.
Yeah, it's an issue. Quack.exe.
Oh yeah. So I've played enough with Steven to know that his names are just the what is it, anagrams? Not anagrams, like when you switch the letters around. But Diggory has not picked up on this, so he gets a little bit concerned about some of the nicknames, which I just find funny.
The Turn 1 Stealth Rocks is huge, by the way.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, because a lot of these Pokemon don't want to come in on them. Then I use Stealth Rocks too. They were huge for me too.
Yeah, because I mean, look at that Gyarados taking 25.
Yeah, and now this Gyarados is gonna Mega Evolve, but then it didn't, and now
did it not?
Huh?
Well, this is the turn it came in.
Oh, is it? Okay, never mind. Well, now it didn't Mega.
And I think it's gonna die.
Yeah, you get faked out in Thunderbolt. Now, the explanation here was that he was expecting an Aura Sphere. The thing is, it's still weak to Thunderbolt even after the Megas. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems strange to me. And he comes in and copies Lightning Rod.
Which is the worst thing you'd probably want it to copy ever.
I mean,
you never want this thing to have an immunity.
Why is that?
Because you just don't want it to have an immunity.
Why?
Because it's a Porygon.
So why doesn't it want to be immune to things?
I mean, as an opponent, you don't want it to.
Okay. I thought you were saying Steven doesn't want it to be immune.
No.
Yeah.
He does Scald there. It does not burn.
Yeah. He doesn't have the move that gives him the download boost. But what he does have is Electric immunity, and Surf happens, and Air Slash happens, and he's still there, and it's not dying, and it's recovering. No, look, you haven't touched the Porygon yet. And he goes for the Nuzzle, giving him that 1.5 special attack boost, which I love to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rocky Helmet Raichu. Interesting.
Lazadin is in a spot of bother.
Yeah.
I don't have much words for this.
It does appear. The unfortunate part is that now Raichu's gone, so Porygon can start clicking Thunderbolt.
Yeah. Yeah. There's one thing about this Porygon that I do hate, and this is the same thing that I hate about this Porygon when I fought it. It's just its ability to ally switch with a Giratina on the field is just this worst thing ever.
Yeah, a ghost and a normal type.
I truly hate that.
I mean, this is why an offensive dark type is really important.
Yep.
This right here is why.
Here's me tiny again. Yeah, I don't know what Colossal was attempting to do, but from what I remember, it just used Protect a couple of times and then died.
Yeah, Lazadin just kind of ended up in a bad position in this match, like pretty early on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just kind of let Steven snowball. He's going for that Intimidate, and he's like, you know what? No, fuck this duck. I'm taking out this duck.
Yeah.
But he doesn't take out this duck.
Oh my gosh.
One thing,
you hate to see it.
One thing though, I'm just saying, and this is irrelevant now, but had Steven just ally switched there and made the Z grunt team go into a Levitator, it would have potentially been more tilting.
Perhaps. Potentially. I don't know.
This is pretty tilting. Yeah, that is also pretty tilting. Anyways, that is the week.
Porygon is a very hot discussion topic right now.
Yeah. We don't need to go into that here.
The hot button issue.
Hot button issue. Porygon 2. So do we have like a thing for this match? I think the thing for this match is just don't over predict.
I guess, yeah.
Because I feel like Lazadin did a lot of over predicting early, and it just ended up being like a, hey, did you want to lose 6-0 situation?
I mean, they were solid predictions. They made sense. They had a backing to it, but I think they were just too unsafe had the prediction been wrong.
Too risky. Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to. Cool. Now we have to talk about an MVP.
Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't been paying enough attention for that.
Fuck. I was waiting on you, dude. It's Fortnite, right?
Not really. That match sucked.
How do you feel about Stormy Sunshine? No, well, I was gonna say because she played a lot better than she had been the rest of the season, but then I remembered the mistake that she made, and that I feel like that's disqualifying. Oh, this is a hard...
I mean, it wasn't improvement, but
it was an improvement, but there was such a big mistake there. Oh man, this is hard. This is hard. Oh, I don't know, man. We've given it to Steven, we've given it to Diggory. I don't deserve it. You maybe. I don't think we can give it to Leslie. We definitely can't give it to Peanut. Feanor we gave it to last week. Egg. Post. Has Post gotten it? I don't know. Post made mistakes too. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. What do we do?
I don't know. Can the MVP be friendship again?
I feel like we already did that cop out.
We did, not this season though.
I know, but oh no. Okay. Let's take this step by step. Whiskey, I don't think can, because he lost a couple of really important things and left Among Us to the end, so I don't think it can be Whiskey. OJ, maybe, but he made mistakes too with the Fish's Rend and the maybe OJ. Post, maybe he made a couple mistakes at the end, but otherwise he played well. Stormy played pretty well except for the one mistake. Feanor, Egg, maybe. Okay, let's talk Egg. Let's talk Egg for a second. Did Egg do anything? Egg won, and he played okay. Did he do anything extremely bad that would disqualify him? He did throw away Mammoth Swine. Fuck! Why did everyone play so bad this week? Guys, why do you make this so hard? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm giving it to you. I don't care.
All right.
You know what?
Whatever works.
You know what? You won 6-0.
It's 5.
5-0. You assessed nothing. I don't. You know what?
I didn't think. I cooked muddy water every day.
You know what? You aren't the MVP. You know who's the MVP? Fortnite. Fortnite the Inteleon is the MVP. It's like you said earlier. That's the answer.
Dude, he is intelligent.
Every player this week messed up or has already gotten MVP. So it's Inteleon, Fortnite.
So nobody wins actually. Enemy ship is the MVP.
What?
Hatred is the MVP.
Hatred is the MVP. Enemy ship. Alright. We'll see you all next week. Next week is the last week. You can get salty at me in the comments and say, oh, I did this. I don't give a shit. I saw all your matches. I didn't like any of them. Good night.
This was an upsetting week for Pokemon.